Maine Coons are one of the most popular cat breeds in the world, but they can be annoying sometimes. In this video, we'll be discussing the 7 annoying things Maine Coon cats do. So, if you're a Maine Coon cat owner or thinking about becoming one, stay tuned because you're in for a treat. Number 7. Begging for your attention. Maine Coons need a lot of attention as well as yours. So, if you won't give them a daily measure of attention and love, well, they are not satisfied because of you, and they will let you know it. They will become too noisy. They love to follow you around the house, although some owners like it and some don't. So you better make a plan how and where to walk around your apartment. And whenever you want to do something or you are reading a book, then they love to distract you. And when you take control of them, they become excessively loud and noisy. You won't be able to stand there howling, so beware. They can become demanding when they feel neglected, pawing at you, and following you around the house. While it's heartwarming to know they want to be close to you, it can be overwhelming at times. To strike a balance, set aside dedicated bonding time each day. This can include petting, cuddling, and interactive play sessions to fulfill their social needs. Most Maine Coons are laid back and prefer to follow their owners around from a distance, hanging out in the same room without being obtrusive. You should teach your Maine Coon early on when it is and is not appropriate to beg for attention. However, if your Maine Coon is constantly asking you for attention, it could also be a sign that you are not spending enough time with your cat. 6. Require a lot of exercise. Maine Coons are adept hunters, which leads to excessive physical activity. So these cats may not be perfect for you if you don't have a lot of time for them. They require a huge amount of exercise. It's not that any other cat breed doesn't do this, but the Maine Coon requires quite a bit more activity to keep in shape. A Maine Coon cat will be bored pretty quickly if it is without any physical activity. It will probably look for ways to play and exercise in its own way, and this may not be good for your couch. This may involve inappropriate scratching and damage to items in your home. Maine Coons are prone to obesity if they do not get regular exercise. Find time each day to play and exercise with your Maine Coon cat. 5. Their tails are a stumbling hazard. Maine Coon tails get caught under their feet. They stick them out to try stumbling. You'll also have to be careful at all times not to get that furry appendage trapped in anything. Maine Coons' tails are also a health hazard because they dangle them in food and drinks whenever they get the chance. One more thing, if you step on a Maine Coon's tail, you'll feel awful. So you'll need to take extra caution if you own a Maine Coon so you don't step on their tail. Another thing about their tails is that they think they are hidden, but you can often see a piece of the tail sticking out. They seem blissfully unaware of this. Hilarious! 4. Maine Coons have claws. Since Maine Coons are big cats, their claws get too big, and if you don't trim them or clip them, their claws can hurt you. You are expected to trim their enormous claws every 3 weeks. If you are not, then be ready for scratches in your home and on yourself. Maine Coon cats love to play with you and don't know that their claws hurt when playing with you. So, it is your responsibility to keep their claws short for your own safety, or the safety of your child. Maine Coons are very harsh when they play, so be careful. And you better take care of them because besides making noise from lack of attention, they could leave you an unpleasant scratch. You may find your Maine Coon batting at objects on shelves, knocking things off countertops, or playfully attacking your feet as you walk by. While it can be amusing at times, it can also lead to broken items or scratched furniture. To manage this behavior, provide plenty of interactive toys, engage in regular play sessions, and provide designated play areas to channel their energy. Maine Coons can also destroy carpets and furniture by scratching. Scratching is an important behavior found in all cats. Not only does it help remove the dead outer sheaths of their claws as they grow, but it is also a way for them to mark their territory. Cat paws have scent glands, so when your cat scratches, it's their way of claiming the territory as their own. To cut down on scratching behavior, make sure to provide lots of cat scratchers throughout the house. Number 3, make a mess with food. Maine Coon kitties are super messy eaters that can mess up the floor with whatever they eat. However, they get better as they grow old. With these cats spilling everything on the floor, you'll always have something to clean up, and that isn't always fun. The funny thing is, after they're done with the feeding cans, they'll focus on the leaks, and for most owners, that's a big challenge. As a friendly reminder, provide a good feeding can or plate which is wide, instead of some narrow and tiny feeding plate or water can. Just wait, and as they grow, they start to clean up, but make sure you provide good plates. 2. Maine Coons shed a lot of fur. The Maine Coon cat has all three types of hair: pelt, down, and traditional hair. This fur structure makes them prone to shedding and requires regular combing sessions, preferably every few days. They are great at shedding fur and can mess up your house unless you invest time in caring for them. So, it is worth getting your cat used to grooming from an early age and rewarding your pet with a treat or affection after each one is completed. It's best to comb him or her with a metal comb with long and narrow spaced teeth. So, if anyone tells you that Maine Coons shed little, it's a big lie. However, if you end up getting a Maine Coon, be prepared to groom. You'll be doing a lot of brushing, vacuuming, and cleaning to keep their fur from flying around the house. During high shedding periods, it is recommended to use trimmers or a comb to comb out the excess undercoat and dead hair. The procedure itself should take place in a relaxing atmosphere without tugging and tearing cats. Maine Coon fur reaches everywhere in the house, especially food, furniture, clothing, walls, and floors. Their poop can be provided with fur around the buttocks, so be sure to trim the fur around the buttocks to make your life easier. When grooming, pay special attention to the areas under the arms, in the groin, on the so-called breeches, and behind the ears, where the fur tangles the most. More time should be spent on combing the tail. The hair there grows more slowly, and every torn and damaged tuft of hair can leave baldness and thinning of the hair coat for a long time. Number 1. Maine Coons leave their special smell. Maine Coons make a mess with their poop, always stepping on their poop, a particular tendency for male Maine Coons. However, they improve better and better as they get older. Most of the time, you'll find poop on their tails and butts. You may also go back and find poop on the floor, furniture, walls, and everywhere else. Cleaning up poop is not fun. However, as I mentioned before, they will improve over time as they become more mature. Maine Coons' poop smells heavy when you don't feed them proper food, so always be on the lookout for these smells. At any point, Maine Coon poop will start to smell bad, so you should check the quality of the food you are feeding them. Please subscribe to All Cats. Thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next video.